And so yeah, the new picture here, Phil. We got to get like more pictures like this. But yeah. I saw a really cool picture on the video that we did at the American Values Dinner that Miss Natalia did. Was from Big Rock. We need more pictures from Big Rock, but we don't have enough of those.
Yeah, we definitely do.
We're in the pre-show banter here for the 12 Points live stream show. Coming up next is a live stream broadcast from the Northeast Georgia Council, and we're in the pre-show banter. I think, and we've got a special guest on the show today, everybody.
We sure do.
I'll surely we can preview that for a second. Everybody say hey to Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
This is that portion of the show that we call the pre-show banter. Scott's the first one to say hi, by the way. That's kind of cheating, right? Hey, if you're joining us live on the show today, stay tuned. We've got a lot of points to cover. I'm not going to say it's not 12, but man, it's going to be close, right? Did everybody get a look at the slide deck for today?
It's going to be a jam-packed episode, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
You know what? There's a lot going on. Here's Adam from Appalachia District saying, hey, Scott. Usually we keep it a secret who the special guest is, but we kind of alluded to it in the last live stream. Glad to have you on board today, Scott. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun today.
It's going to be a good show, and some things I'm going to probably blast through, y'all. I'll be honest with you, but some of them bear repeating. One would think. Here's Peter on the show again. Thanks for joining us, Peter. Peter says, "Good evening, all. That's Sweetwater District in the house tonight. Very good. Yeah, let's load it up here. Let's load it up with the live stream. If you're just joining us here, I know this is kind of the pre-show banter phase of it, but if you're just joining us, be sure to share to all of your friends so they can join us live on the live stream. We've got prizes. We've got giveaways. Alex, you got a giveaway tonight?
I got a giveaway today. It's a good one, too.
Do you want to surprise us, or is it?
I'll surprise.
What?
I'll deliver.
What would you say is like? Give us a little hint.
It's a great bit of camping tech.
Oh, okay. All right. So my prize is not that cool. I think it's cool because I think the thing is cool, but it's not. All right. Anyway,
your prizes are always cool, man.
Yeah, I know it. All right. Yep. It's a live stream broadcast. You know what? We're going to start right on the 6 o'clock hour here. Just in the pre-show banter. What a weekend, you guys. Phil, were you off and about? Where were you at this weekend?
I was up at Rainey Mountain yesterday morning.
Ah, okay.
I had the pleasure of giving a tour of camp to a group coming to use camp towards the end of the summer.
Katie says, evening, everybody. Katie, let us know what pack or troop you're from and what district you hail from, or council for that matter. We're broadcasting worldwide across the internet. Every nation on earth sees us if you have YouTube, I think, or Facebook.
Global.
So, well, welcome to the show. And Alex, I know you were kind of down on the what do you call that? Not feeling yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't at 100%. That's all right.
Yeah. Peter says, prizes, Phil. Oh, Phil, I think he's alluding to, I think you have a prize that he won.
Yep, I think it's still sitting here on my desk.
All right, get that. We got to get that to Peter. You can bring it down to one of us and we'll get it to him. But Katie is from Pack 5. Welcome to the show. And Phil says it's time to start the show. He's on the show. Of course he would know that. Katie from Pack 5, thanks for joining us all the way up is that in Clarksville, Georgia? If I've got my pack number geography down. We are just about set and ready to go, everybody. I got to get back over to the to the slides here. Everybody ready for a show?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah. New dates for the spring fling as damaging winds and thunderstorms threaten the start of spring camping season. Highlights from our trip to the capital this month, and Northeast Georgia Council celebrates our 90th anniversary this year. All this and more, but first, let's see. We got one here. What do you call an angry carrot, you guys? What do you call an angry carrot?
Angry
I
carrot.
don't know.
Yeah.
It's a steamed vegetable. Steamed vegetable, yeah.
Awesome.
One more. Steamed vegetable. Stay tuned. It's 12 points live, everybody. And welcome to the show, everybody. We're here with we're here with special guest Scott Shearon, Cubmaster of PAC 514. Scott, say hello to everybody.
You were so close, Daniel. It's 5'11".
5'11". Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's one of those five starting ones. My bad.
It's 5
You know,
There's a few of those up in Appalachia way, so
those are the kind of things that I should be putting in the script. I try to shoot from the hip a little too much. 12 Points is a live stream broadcast of the Northeast Georgia Council and bringing you tips, tricks, and best practices to help you be prepared for your next big adventure to Northeast Georgia and beyond. And stay tuned throughout the show as the show unfolds. And don't forget to drop your questions and shout outs down in the comment box below. Whether you're joining us on Facebook Live or YouTube, what are you going to do about that like button down there? Catching us on the rebroadcast, skip ahead using the timestamps, which I'll put after the actual live stream show today. But this segment is brought to you by the Camp Rainey Mountain Trading Post online. I must have misplaced that slide. We'll go back here. Follow along with us on the show. Visit us on the web at nega-bsa.org. And scan any QR. Get your phones out, folks. Scan these QR codes and join all of our socials here so you can stay tuned and stay with us. But really, the best way to keep up to date, I would say, is by watching the show. Right, guys? Welcome to the show, everybody. I got to get rid of that music. I have to scroll down through too many tools here. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's another 12 Points live stream. It seems like we just did this like yesterday. But we got special guests from PAC 511. There's the correction. We'll have to edit that out later. Scott Shearon, hi there and hello from you.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Alex, our field director, Area 1, Gwinnett and Walton County, and of course, our program director, Phil Nichols, who spent some time up at Camp Rainey Mountain this weekend and has brought back some news and notes and other things from the beautiful valley. But welcome to the show, guys. We got a big one. We'll dive right into it today. On today's show, adventure awaits 12 points in 4 categories. I'll be honest with you, we cheated on some here. So like one point during the training section is going to be, oh man, let's see if we even get away with it. Point is going to be Woodbadge and NYLT because they got to share. I know they don't like to do that, but they got to share. And then the other point is going to be Baloo and Itolls, and they got to share. So anyway, Katie says, yes, Clarksville. She's saying hello to us from PAC 5 in Clarksville. If you're live on the show with us, will you drop it down in the comments and let us know that you're out there? And let's see, what did Scott say? We're going on a trip to our favorite DE's ship. Okay, all right, there we go. You know what? We're going to be doing this all evening.
I feel like it's going to be a camp song kind of broadcast today.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
no camps. I can sing, but I'm not.
You don't want to ride in a little red wagon?
Yeah, no. That song is banned in Appalachia. Not really. They did it at the Camporee, but I did all the hand motions and I repeated after the. So this segment is brought to you by the Camp Rainey Mountain Trading Post online, celebrating our 90th anniversary this year. Be sure to pick up your 90th anniversary swag online today. Hit that QR code, everybody. And Phil, tell us about. Let's see. Have we have we had a lot of response yet on the 90th
Oh,
anniversary collection?
oh yeah, we've sold tons of these patches already. It's hard to believe it's the 90th anniversary of the Northeast Georgia Council.
That's
So
old.
these patches are only going to come around once every 90 years, so make sure to take advantage of them now.
Once every 10 years, I Phil got a good one in there. We encourage you to visit us on the web at nega-bsa.org and register for upcoming events that we discuss in today's live stream, as it not only helps the channel, but it also helps us to be better prepared for your next adventure to Camp Rainey Mountain, Scoutland, and beyond. So join us. Here's Josh from Troop 514. Thanks for joining us, Josh. And of course, here's Scoutmaster Brian O'Hearn, and he says, we love Little Red Wagon. I'm going to get outvoted on this one today, aren't I?
Yeah, I think you will. I think
yeah.
you'll be outnumbered on this for sure.
I know the love that we have for this Little Red Wagon song. Here's Anna joining us on the show today. Anna, hi from Troop 514 and 5514. So we got a lot of 514 folks on the show today. And a lot of Appalachia folks on the show today. Thank you guys for joining us. Hey, listen, stay tuned and stay with us throughout the show, because we do have prize giveaways through a couple of the segments. I actually didn't know that Alex was going to have a prize, so we have multiple prize giveaways today. Stay on and stay tuned. This is a long show, so we are going to dive right into it. I know I'm kind of lagging. So let's go on with the news, everybody. Y'all help me out with this. I'm just going to breeze through, but chime in as you like. Of course, with the impending weather from this past weekend, we had to reschedule, and the new dates for Spring Fling. Now, listen, if you can't make it, we can, we'll make sure that you can use your Spring Fling funds for another event coming up, either Spring Family Camping or Day Camp, as you like. You just email your district executive or hit that QR code, and it'll take you to the link that you need to communicate that. But if you were somebody that did not get pre-registered and you can go on April 4 through 6, we encourage you to join us for Bend the Elements. And I think Alex and Phil, would you kind of back me up on this? They have such a cool program plan. We didn't want to cut it short, right? I mean, isn't that kind of the idea?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, they've got really cool plans, and they need a full weekend to make sure it can all happen.
Yep. Yeah. And so it's probably one of the most unique ones that they've planned. Bend the Elements, kind of a Last Airbender themed event. So that is coming up April 4 through 6. That's the first weekend of spring break for a lot of, but maybe you didn't have anything planned for that first weekend. What a great way to start your spring off with a little camping with the Cub Scouts. Join us for Spring Fling at beautiful Scoutland on Lake Lanier, April 4 through 6. So we'll talk more about that. Here's some news from this month. We got to go to Scout Day at the Capitol. Scott, you went to Scout Day at the Capitol with your kids, right?
Yeah, sure did. It was a lot of fun this time. I got to go down, and the kids absolutely loved getting to meet one of their state senators. So it was really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. This is I think this is Troop 173 from the Chattahoochee district. Shout out Chattahoochee. And their state senator, Senator Frank Ginn, and he actually took them down onto the floor to gavel the Senate into session. So that was kind of a special treat. Cool. There was only one group of kids that got to go down on the Senate floor, and it was that group of scouts. So a lot of interesting things. And of course, getting to tour the Capitol. There's some Sweetwater Scouts there taking a look at the 4th floor museum. There's Wesley and Daniel. We're standing in front of the bust of Button Gwinnett. That's actually where we greeted some of the Northeast Georgia Council Scouts. And they say, well, why is there a Gwinnett statue?
It's a good place.
Have to explain stuff to them. It's one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, or is it the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution? Oh gosh,
Declaration, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm embarrassing myself on live TV here.
That wasn't the Georgia answer.
Oh yeah, there's some Shearons right there. Who do we got right here, Scott?
Yeah, that's my Andrew and Ellie, my 2 oldest.
All right, very good. Yeah, and they got to take a picture with the senator from Fulton County. And they were all so gracious to stop and be a part of the day and make the Scouts feel welcome. So I thought that was actually really cool. we had some of those things lined up. Yeah, Adam backs me up here. Declaration. Okay, I said it right the first time. Thank God. Brian says, great weekend and learning. I think he was talking about the Little Red
Wilderness
Wagon
First
song.
Aid.
What's that?
I think that's Wilderness First Aid because that happened this past weekend, too.
Anna, I missed this one. Anna says, we had a great Wilderness First Aid course. Yes, thank you, Anna.
Awesome.
She puts those on every year, and they fill up. So if you wanted to get in, too bad it's already full. But check back for
Sign up
future
for next
dates
year.
out in the upcoming year because a lot of you need it. Here's Peter from Pack 522 has decided to switch to spring family camping. Okay, so that's one of the things that you can do. But we'll be glad to have you at spring family camping. It's going to be a beautiful weekend then too. Let's see. Katie says my wolf and Weeblos will be there. All right, perfect. Very good. I think she's talking about spring fling upcoming. Adam said declaration. Very good. And Adam is a citizenship in the nation merit badge guy. So that's I guess that's where that comes from. So let's this is, I'm kind of cheating now. I'm adding some additional news notes here, but this is Pack 500 from the Appalachia District with Thrash at Thrasher's Night with Scout Night with the Gladiators. And a little history tip here. That is the actual Thrash mascot costume, if you were ever a Thrashers fan. And it's actually the guy that wore the Thrash costume when they moved away to wherever they went after they left Atlanta. The guy that wore the costume got to keep the costume, and he comes to Thrasher's Night at Scout Night with the Gladiators every year. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I got to meet him. So and we got to meet him right before we went on to do the flag. So I thought that was cool. Phil, you're going to Scout Night with the Gladiators upcoming, right?
I am March 29th, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. Really excited.
Yeah, I'll have a slide. You can purchase your tickets. Join us for the next Scout Night. It's so I can't go to that one. I went to the first two, and I can't go because it's also Appalachia District's banquet night. But here's our giveaway. I'm not supposed to give these away. Not supposed to give these away because you have to go to the hockey rink in uniform. But I got one right here. It's going to go along with this hockey puck that is Gladiators cool. game official game puck. I don't know if that means it slid around on the ice. It doesn't look like it did. Also, it's signed by somebody, but I don't know who it is. Anyway, so I don't know Gladiators players, but I'm sure that it will be appreciated. So it's the hockey puck and the Gladiators. If you were able to only go to one, hopefully you can go to both. But if you could choose, which one would you go to, Spring Fling or Spring Family Camping? Drop that down in the comments right now, and let's see who wins. It's the first one up. If you're going to Spring Fling or Spring Family Camping, which one is it going to be? And so that gets you. Drop that down in the comments right now. Scott, you don't count, by the way. You can't. You can't win these ones. But the Gladiators Scout Night with the Gladiators 24-25 patch and the 20th anniversary Gladiators hockey puck is here, and it's yours, and I'll bring it to you. So man, what a great what a great night. Scout Night with the Gladiators is a lot of fun, especially for the guys and gals that get to go down on the ice. Brian O'Hearn says, I'd go to both, but I have no Cubs. All right, well, close enough. That's thank you for commenting. That's not a winner. Let's see. Scott said, Brian, you come with us.
There you go.
Also not a winner, Scott. Scott says it's always both, all the camping. That would be the winner.
That is the correct answer. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't give you that one. Katie does say Spring Fling, and that's really close, Katie. Thank you. I'm glad. Good. We're going to talk about Spring Fling here in a minute too. So it's going to be Spring Fling is going to be a lot of fun coming up April 4th through 6th. So very close. But actually today's winner is going to be Adam Shebro, who just wrote the word fling. Actually, do you think that guy does that? You know what, Katie? I'll tell you what, Katie, you're going to get one of the patches. Adam, you're going to get the patch and the puck. All right. Katie is in Pack 5. I'll have to figure out a way to get that one to you. But anyway, we'll connect and make sure you get your prizes. Thanks for joining us on the show. There's more prizes to go. So stay tuned and stay with us. And man, we haven't even got out of the news and notes section. My gosh, this show is going to go on.
This is gonna be a
All right,
long
let's
one.
get
That's
back to
okay.
it.
Yeah, fun.
The Young American Award applications due March 21st, and this is for Phil or Alex. Fill me in on this one. This is for upcoming graduating seniors.
Yep. Graduating seniors who have earned the rank of Eagle, and there's a application process that involves getting letters of reference, as well as what your extracurriculars are outside of scouting. Showing a well-rounded young American.
Okay, very good. Yep. So the Young American Award scholarship, $1,000 scholarship given out at Camp Rainey Mountain over the summer. But the application deadline is coming up March 21st. So hit that QR code if you're a graduating senior and join us. And also, just slipping in one more news note here. Former Scoutmaster of a Lawrenceville troop, 561 here in Lawrenceville, is Mr. David Joyce, who now hails from the Gulf Stream Council. Was out on the beach and got to take some really cool shots of the lunar eclipse this past week. So if you saw that, or I think he was up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to get this shot. He actually got several high resolution shots. He's got a lot of cool photography equipment. He used to take pictures for us when we were scouts together. Mr. Joyce is a Scoutmaster, but he's also on the waterfront staff at Camp Rainey Mountain and helped out with a lot of different things at Scoutland as well. So saying hey to Mr. Joyce. You can find him on Facebook and all his beautiful photography that he shares, but asked his permission to share that one with you today because I thought that was cool, and a lot of our viewers like science and space. So I thought I'd add that one in there. It's time for camping tips and tricks. Who's ready with this one? Who's I think this is Phil. Phil, you're on. Camping tips and tricks. Coming up is the Spring Family Camping event. Along with that, though, sort of similarly, is the Spring Fling event. So some of these tips kind of fit in with that as well. But let's talk, Phil, camping tips for family camping weekends.
Yeah, I mean, there is so much when you're going into family camping weekend that you need to be prepared for. You really have to make sure that you're prepared, know where the event is, what kind of activities you'll be doing. You want to make sure that you utilize the packing list that we have on the Northeast Georgia Council website. Use that to your advantage. That will list out on there everything that you need for your arrival, for your departure. Make sure that you're prepared to go camping. And you can follow this QR code right here where it'll tell you everything that you need to know possible about camping in the outdoors.
So it's actually a packing list. It's got quite a bit of details, probably more than you want to know, but read through it. And I couldn't put the whole packing list on the screen, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you download it. If you hit that QR code or follow that bit.ly link there, it takes you straight to the family camping one. There's actually one for Scoutland as well. That it's not specific to Spring Fling, but the one on this QR is specific to Spring Family Camping Weekend at Camp Rainey Mountain. But it's actually really instructive and helps you it sort of tells families that have never done this before to kind of be prepared for what's coming, but also to help coordinate with your fellow pack members. It encourages you to do that on some things. So it'll give you a packing list for your family, for your scout, for your den or patrol, and for your pack, so that you know what's coming up. On the camping tips and tricks, as Phil mentioned, be sure to register early. Use the packing list. And one big tip that I always remind folks, if you can, especially Cub Scout packs, troops do this when they go to Camp Rees and stuff, but packs don't always do this, is arrive together. It helps with the check-in process. Spring Family Camping in particular is really busy. And the check-in part is a little bit of a process because we have to check in a certain way. So if you all arrive together, though, it'll go quite a bit smoother. And all this to say, get registered early for Spring Family Camping coming up April 25th through the 27th at Camp Rainey Mountain. You want to tell us a little bit about that one, Phil?
Yeah, it's hard to believe that we're 5 weeks away from one of the largest campouts that we do in the Northeast Georgia Council. We're going to have probably close to 1,000 people up at Rainey Mountain that weekend, and they have a huge weekend of activities planned. A ton of really fun activities for all of our Cub Scouts to do. It's a really great opportunity before the weather gets too hot to go out camping. It's a great way to kind of kick off the summer towards the end of the school year. It's a really great way to get the summer started off right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, this live stream actually started because of a need to educate folks and help people be prepared for spring family camping weekends. That was where the idea came from. And so, we have more details, way more in-depth videos. Go back and check it out on YouTube. We have tons of videos on how, even small videos about the packing list, and shorter videos about what to expect at family camping weekend. And we may do some more in the upcoming. But Scott, you're a Cubmaster for a pack. What sort of expert Cubmaster advice do you have for us on taking the Scouts to family camping?
Yeah, the biggest thing that I tell our new parents is test your equipment before you show up. Mm-hmm. So if you buy the new tent, if you get the new flashlight, if you get the new doodad or doohickey, test it before you come. Make sure you know how to put it up and take it down. And then if you have a question about those things, let us know. So then we can help educate you about those things before it is raining and you're trying to set up. Yes,
absolutely. So I tell you, this is the show where we invite you to ask those kinds of questions. What questions do you have about Spring Fling? It's rescheduled or is postponed to April 4th through 6th, or Spring Family Camping Weekend. Drop that down in the comments. This is why we brought Scott on to the live show. But ask questions and let us know. What kind of things should you expect at Spring Family Camping Weekend? Anna says, especially the doohickey. You got a brand new doohickey? Take it out of the box. Take it out of the plastic. Unwrap it. Set it up first. So I can't tell you how many times I've seen people pulling a tent out of the box as we assign them their campsite at family camping weekend. So, oh man! But there are times when at Camp Rainey Mountain, especially at Spring Family Camping, that with check-in, as much as you plan and as early as you arrive, that you might be setting up in the dark. So, being practiced on that is kind of a key to that. What is the cost for Spring Family Camping? I don't have that one on the top of my head. Does anybody? I think it's $36 per family.
$36 before the 26th of March, about 10 days.
Yes, 10 days to go for the upcoming family camping weekend. Is $36 for the family. So it's not per person. That's important to point out. So thank you for that question, Buckley. By the way, Buckley, welcome to the show. That's another Sweetwater Scout joining us today. So thanks for being on the show, and stay tuned because we got prizes and things coming up. Don't forget. Any other thoughts? Any other last thoughts about Spring Family Camping, you guys?
Don't want to miss it for sure. It's a lot of folks that go up there, and it is so worth it. The energy is amazing. I've only ever heard great things about it, and it's a great time to bond with your pack before you go into summer.
Absolutely, yes. And gosh, again, like Phil said, it's one of the biggest campouts of the year. So just to be a part of that is I think kind of special. So let's move into the next segment. Actually, Katie says already registered. Looking forward to it again. All right, we're looking forward to seeing you, Katie. And thanks for being live on the show with us. We're moving on in the segment here, training and safety. I have to say we did cheat a little bit on this. It's supposed to be Woodbadge and NYLT. That's one segment. You got to squeeze it all together, Phil.
Yep, we got it.
And then after Phil, it's going to be Baloo and ITOs.
Yep.
Alex, you got to.
We have a lot to do.
It's really only one segment anyway. Sorry for the cheat code on that one, y'all. Let's talk about training, Phil.
Yeah, absolutely. Training is immeasurable in our organization. Woodbadge is a great opportunity for adult leaders to get trained. It's a 2-weekend course from April 25th to 27th and May 17th to the 18th. I took this training about 4 years ago now, and it's the best training I've ever done. It's a really good opportunity to hone your leadership skills. You're able to use it not only in scouting, but outside of scouting as well. it's a really good opportunity. Terrell is the course director this year, and he's got a really strong program plan for everybody. It's a great opportunity for as an adult to get trained.
Yeah, and I notice, well, between the four of us, is everybody wearing their? I'm wearing my Woodbadge. Actually,
my toddler ran off.
my hat of the day is my Woodbadge hat from Woodbadge, and if you can read it there, it says SR830. That was my Woodbadge number. So
Yep.
Terrell is going to do a great job. You're very lucky if this is your Woodbadge course, in my opinion.
Yes.
But I've seen a lot of great Scoutmasters of Woodbadge. Terrell's going to be really good. There, we just have crossed the 30-person mark before 30 days out, but Terrell and the gang wants to fill this course up, and I think we can.
We want all 8 critters.
And yes, there's a movement on to save the buffalo. I don't care anything about buffaloes, but I'm a Bob White, by the way. We're so far towards the front of the line that you just never even, I didn't even know there was buffaloes in my troop. There was, by the way. Is that really is the last critter, buffalo?
The antelope. Antelope's the last critter. Yeah.
Save the antelope, everybody. Save the antelope and the buffalo. And as Scott says here live on the show, do the Woodbadge, y'all. So yeah, let's fill up the Woodbadge course this year, you guys.
Yeah,
so Woodbadge coming up April 25th to the 27th, and then NYLT, the National Youth Leadership Training course. And who's Alex? Is that you? You're going to tell us about
that? It is me. Yeah, no, I'll talk about it. So at National Youth Leadership Training happening the last week of May and the first week of June, and let me tell you, this is a phenomenal experience for each and every scout who is 13 plus, first class and above, to go and learn how to be a better leader, how to develop the teams within their troops. This is a great experience. We have 2 great SPLs, senior patrol leaders. That's the youth leadership. Yes, the youth do the training at NYLT.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it is a phenomenal experience. Both courses are half full, actually a little over half full now, so you gotta sign up quickly.
Yes,
otherwise you're gonna run out of space. And let me tell you, if you are worried that finances are an issue, please don't worry about it. Reach out to us. There's an email address on the website, so if you follow that QR code, it will take you. Please let us know that you are worried about finances. We will get you lined up and hooked up and ready to go. Because again, we need every youth, every troop represented at NYLT.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Now, and Alex takes over this assignment. That was mine for the last two seasons. But you really see the best of the best at National Youth Leadership Training. And I'll tell you what the young folks always say is National Youth Leadership Training, what Woodbadge aspires to be. On that note, Buckley says, "Go Foxes." We're once again being invaded by the Foxes. And here's Scott, who's on the show, by the way. You can just say it into the mic, Scott. It's your show today.
I actually don't know how you're typing. Like you're magicking this typing.
Oh man, I can't even get the keyboard from here. But so yeah, somehow the Foxes invade this show every time. Part of it is that Scott is always a loyal viewer of the show each and every month. But so we got Buckley. Any other Foxes want to air out their grievances or whatever here? Go ahead.
It's always the Foxes.
Always the Foxes.
Do we have another giveaway out, or who's got the next giveaway? Is this a good time to do that?
Yeah, I think so. All right. So coming up today, we have our special giveaway. This is a thermos. This is a nice one. The best part is at the bottom we have a Bluetooth speaker, and I apologize, I have technical challenges, which is why I'm actually on my phone, if everyone has been trying to notice that.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
All the movement going on. So there's also a light on the bottom. So take a look at that. That's the bottom of, right? This is cool.
Okay,
so,
hold on. I got to move some stuff around on the desk because I can't win without my hands on the keyboard here. I tell you,
New kind of gear you got to test though, right?
yeah, this is
So,
this is your
yes.
chance here. Drop it down in the
So this
comments.
is
What
cool.
critter? What Woodbadge
Yep.
critter are you?
What
if you're
Woodbadge
not
critter?
one? Yep. Yeah, drop that down. If you did National Youth Leadership Training, tell us what patrol you were in. I think they go by colors. So the last I wasn't in one of the patrols or anything, but drop it down in the comments right now if you're watching with us. I'm sure it's going to be a fox,
Usually is.
but could be. Let's see, not that fox. Oh, sorry, Buckley, that one does not count. You came in third.
All I'm hearing is all the foxes are just engaged with the council. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, that is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, viewers online, drop it down in the comments right now. We're moving on to the show. So tell us what critter you are. Anna's here with she's a Bob White.
There we go.
I'm a Bob White, and if I had it my way, you'd be the winner. But you didn't win that time. Sorry. Coming up next, Alex is actually going to cover both of these ones, right?
Oh, there's more. Yeah, no, I love training. I'm really happy to get to work with Jonathan McGowan. Shout out, our council training chair, for putting on a bunch of great courses. So Baloo, or Basic Adult Leader Outdoor Orientation, I always get tongue-tied on that, is a great experience for your Cub level camping, for Scout leaders, and for parents and registered parents to figure out how to do Cub camping the proper way. There is a lot that you get to learn, from how to set up a campsite, what to look for when you're setting up a campsite, to how to cook, what kind of activities you can do in the outdoors while you're camping, how to set up programming, and my favorite, how to put on a campfire. So a lot of great stuff there. We have 4 upcoming dates. That's all the dates for this year. Our closest is the March 21st date, and it's going to be here before we know it. That course is probably 3/4 full already. So if you want to go, you need to sign up now.
Oh yeah, you want to go to a course that has a lot of people in it, because it just makes it more fun that way.
That's where you're going to have the fun.
Good to know. Glad you told us that. Yeah. So March 21 to 23, if you're able to go, Scoutland is Basic Adult Leader Outdoor Orientation. Every pack, you got to have at least one, and really one's not enough. Right, Alex?
No, you really 2 or more, because if something happens to that one and you don't have a Baloo trained leader there, the pack has to pack up and leave. And that's not a fun thing to do, let me tell you.
No.
So making sure you have more than one person trained in Baloo is helpful. Which is why we're putting on as many courses as possible.
That's good. Yeah. So you got all the dates right there on the slide if you want to capture that real quick. Baloo training dates, all of them already scheduled. So that's perfect. All at Scoutland, but take a look there. Also coming up, another essential for Scouts BSA leaders. Alex, tell us about Intro to Outdoor Leadership Skills.
Yep. Yeah, Introduction to Outdoor Leadership Skills, or IOLS, or ITOLS, as Daniel, you like to call it.
Yeah.
This is for...
right? It's just called...
I'm used to OWL. I'm used to OWL and IOLS, but that's showing some age there. So IOLS is for your Scouts BSA leadership, specifically for Scoutmasters and Assistant Scoutmasters. This is where you get to learn what I like to call the Trail to First Class skills. This is where you get to learn how to sharpen your knife, how to tie all the knots that we ask Scouts to learn on their way to earning first class, pioneering skills, first aid, just all the rudimentary basic skills that, again, we ask for Scouts to learn on their trail to first class. We have, 6 courses? I should learn how to count again. 6 courses between now and the end of the year, with a few extra courses possibly being thrown in depending on desire. So how many people register, we may put on a few more courses. But this is the first time ever that my time here in Northeast Georgia, that we've had everything scheduled from the start of the year. So make sure you take advantage of this. Send your leaders to Intro to Outdoor Leadership Skills. And let me tell you, Weebelow's leaders, AOL leaders, Arrows of Light leaders, if you want to get a head start on learning the skills that your Scouts are going to be learning, when they cross over into the troop, go to ILLS. It's
Yes.
going to help you with your own programming in the den, but it's going to help you with crossing over and being able to jump right into the mix and having a fun time with your scouts as they go into the troop.
Now, Scott, you actually grew up in Scouts here, right? You didn't need to go to any of these trainings, did you?
Oh, I absolutely didn't need them, Daniel, but I definitely am attending all of them because
nice.
every scout deserves a trained leader.
Amen.
That's the right answer.
Amen. Very good. So good.
Camp Rotary in there as well. That's fantastic.
Yeah, there you go.
We're trying to serve everyone across the council, and be on the lookout. That May 2nd through the 4th date for both ILLS and Baloo may actually move to Scout Show. So there's going to be some fun that's going to be had there.
Okay. All right. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. That is kind of cool. They're going to have one at Camp Rotary. That's great for the folks out there, or up that way. And also really encourage you guys if you want some adventure, and you have, especially our Gwinnett folks, you guys haven't been out to Rotary. Not enough of them have. Anyway.
Not enough. Yeah, never enough.
A great place.
Yeah, let's get out and see Camp Rotary. Yeah, that's planned for one of those weekends. Let's talk about our winners here. Let's see. Did I write it down correctly? Adam won the hockey puck.
Yep, Adam and Katie
won the patch. Okay, all right. So let's see who won the Bluetooth speaker. It was not Anna, who is a Bob White. By the way, show him the cup again, Alex.
Yep. Sorry.
Show him the tumbler. There you go. Yeah, that goes great.
Come on, Vanna.
That would go great with Anna's eyes. That would be perfect. Sorry, not a winner.
Right?
Anna. Adam says Fox. And I just don't know. I mean, would we let Adam win again?
No.
I mean, if you're first, right? So yeah, no. Sorry, Buckley, you didn't win with that Fox. But Adam also said go Foxes. That was a little bit before the actual time.
A little bit.
Peter also jumped the gun by saying go Beavers, but then he also said Beaver. That was the first one on the board. Peter Schloss.
There you go, Peter.
All right. So, okay, time's out. Two of you, not Daniel, owes Peter a gift from the show. Let's make sure he gets those. All right. Thanks for being on the show with us today. Everybody, it's the 12 Points live stream broadcast brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council. And we're only halfway through, so we got plenty more to go. Talking about training in this segment also. Our safety moment today is weather-related safety. Phil, you got the safety moment of the day.
I absolutely do. We thought it was appropriate with the storms last night to remind you guys about weather safety when you're doing your outings and your campouts. So there's 5 things that you need to make sure that you're thinking about and double-checking when it comes time for preparing for inclement weather. Always know the weather forecast before you go on the trip. Always make sure that you take the time a week out, a couple days out, and the day of before you leave. Always be checking that weather, especially if you're camping here in the great state of Georgia. The weather loves to change and loves to adjust things. Make sure that you're prepared for any kind of weather that could come. Make sure you're up to date on your weather hazard training on my.scouting.org.
Oh, hey, there's a reminder right there.
Make sure you do it every 2 years.
Weather training.
Yep, and double check the forecast when you arrive. When you get to the camp out, you get to your event, make sure you double check it once you get there. And if your visibility is limited on your campouts, make sure you're taking care of that as well. And whenever you go somewhere, finally, make sure you identify that location where you can go for safety if inclement weather comes in, whether that's a building, a shower house, pavilion, somewhere where you can take your scouts when there's inclement weather. You always need to be prepared.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, all sort of common sense, I think, but bears repeating. And for this and more safety moments, you can find those online at scouting.org. And find a safety moment. You should be doing, by the way, we're sort of trying to model this behavior, but you should be doing a safety moment at every meeting. Every scout meeting should involve at least one safety moment, and try to consider, what is timely or what is appropriate for the camp out that you're on, right? So let's be sure to incorporate safety moment into your, especially leader trainings, right, guys? So, all right, let's, any other comments about weather safety? And I tell you, it's one of those funny things about Spring Fling. We all really did not want to postpone the event.
No, we didn't.
And it sort of bears out that you know, we didn't we had storms that came through late last night. I don't know if you were up or watched, but and they were pretty bad, but they weren't as bad as I sort of anticipated. But I think about how bad it could be if trees came down, if branches came down on top of tents while we have a big camp out, while we have, you know, a couple hundred people in camp. So always erring on the side of caution and safety. The is I think what we'll stay committed to. So anyway, hoping you can join us at the Spring Fling event as it is rescheduled. Adam asks, can your emergency location be the local Waffle House?
Seems acceptable to me.
Yes,
If it's within walking
good point, Adam. I've never seen a Waffle House taken away in a tornado. They're always open, even when a tornado is going on. That's a great place to go. Even with all the windows, and it must be like something about window technology that is exclusive to the Waffle House
design. It's the slight trapezoidal shape of the Waffle House.
Curvature of the yellow and black awning.
Yep.
Anyway, that's a design feature of Waffle House. Not a sponsor, but absolutely could be of this show. And so we'll hold out hope for that. I'll still go to Waffle House either way, but no sponsorship or intended there, I guess. Let's see what's next. This is the final segment of the show. I promise you, it's supposed to only be 3 things during each of the 4 segments, and somehow I don't know, but Peter reminds me you get 10% off on camp cards, so a good choice is
for the Waffle House. Yeah.
So yes. Anyway, on the camp cards, I guess that so it sort of indirectly, like by way of a lot of different routes, is a somewhat of a sponsor of the show. But no sponsorship there intended, or endorsement intended there. So, all right, well, what's next, guys? We got a lot of stuff coming up, and I guess in keeping with the other segments of the show, by the way. There's not 3 in this segment. There's like 33. So let's get going here. We'll go.
We have a lot going on. We really
do. I wanted the first 3 are the ones I wanted to spend the most time on those. So Alex, this is the big one here. Georgia's Scout Show coming up May 3rd.
So happening at University of North Georgia. I know we announced it, I think, at the last show that we were having it there.
Yep.
A lot of great stuff coming up. You see that Monkey Bridge, that is coming back. We have a couple other pioneering things that are coming back. The Bosun's Chair. We have a couple of towers that are going to be built on the grounds.
Awesome.
And then, and then we have some fire starters, Dutch oven demos, just from the scout skills side of things. But we have some vendors that are already signing up and wanting to do things. We have the Alfred Memorial Amateur Radio Club, the Ham Club. They're coming out. They're doing a fox hunt. That's a requested return. Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of fun there. We also have the U.S. Forest Service and Smokey the Bear coming out.
Okay. Yeah.
The Scout Show this year. So that's a cool one. As well as a couple other groups and organizations that'll be coming out as well.
So we could get pictures taken, meet and greet kind of thing.
With Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the All right. That would be so cool. Okay.
Not to mention, we also, I think, have his name Chopper.
Chopper.
Chopper. Yeah. There we go.
It's always a popular at the Scout
the Stripers. So we have a good number of
Trapper
mascots coming out.
It's also a Trapper. Yeah, Chopper.
Also, so lots of good things coming out with UNG and Scout Show. So the biggest thing is just making sure that your packs, your troops are signing up. It's only as good as what we give for Scout Show. So you got to make sure you sign up and you do your own booth, your own activity there on the grounds. We're going to have a lot of fun, but it takes everyone to have that fun. Make sure that you sign up, take on a booth. Not to mention that we also have the Council Pinewood Derby happening that day at University of North Georgia as well. So
that's right.
Fun-filled day for everyone. Be on the lookout as we're going to start releasing some some news on that through our Scout Show Facebook page.
Cool.
So yeah, just be on the lookout. We're gonna have some fun.
You know what, guys? Listen, every troop, every pack needs to have a booth or a presentation of your skills. This is where you show off all the things you've been working on, right? At Georgia's Scout Show, and we titled it Georgia's Scout Show because we believe it's the only one going on in the whole state. So it's Georgia's Scout Show coming up at the University of North Georgia in Gainesville, May 3rd, and a lot more coming up on that subject. So we're gonna be talking about this on the weekly show as well. And I'm really excited. I remember going to Scout Show as a kid, and it just being so huge, so many fun things to do. It's actually supposed to be a big, showcase of scouting skills. And so that's why it's great if your Cub Scout pack or troop can be out there for that. So thank you. Let us know. Hey, are you joining us? Is your troop doing an event at Scout Show? Will you drop that down in the comments real quick? And just let us know, hey.
That should have been the giveaway, the best thing that they're going to do.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, for next time. That'd be a good giveaway for the next show.
It would be. Hey, I tell you what, you know what? We can make it a giveaway. Hold on. I have another Gladiators hockey puck. All right. What is your booth going to be at Georgia's Scout Show? Take the prize pack home with you today of another Gladiators official game puck and a Scout Night with the Gladiators patch, exclusive 24-25 patch. So drop that down in the comments real quick. What's your booth going to be, or what's your presentation going to be this year at Georgia's Scout Show? While we load those comments up into the fold, we'll move on to the program. Upcoming this summer, Scoutland is Pathfinders, and we actually need Pathfinders. If you don't know, is one day, one merit badge. There is a lot going on. Over 40 plus merit badges at Pathfinders. Each one needs a merit badge counselor. And so if you're a merit badge counselor, even if you can only do one day, come up to Scoutland and be a merit badge counselor for one of our Pathfinders merit badge classes throughout the summer in the first 2 weeks of June. And if you're one of those that can help out, hit that QR code and join the staff. We'll have a staff kind of development Zoom meeting where we talk about things going on and how to be a good merit badge counselor. Also coming up, as you've already heard, March 29th, Greenville Swamp, the Gladiators versus the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. I think this is a popular game. Phil, this is the one you get to do. This is the one I want to do, is the retro gaming night. So that's kind of an important one. Hit that QR code, tickets as low as $25, and join us for that, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Scout Night with the Gladiators, we've already done 2. And Phil's going to line up. I think actually we already have a pack to do the flags. But anyway, if you'd like to be a part of any of those fan experiences, and also an exclusive patch to every scout in uniform to the first 50 scouts that show up to the game for Scout Night with the Gladiators. So join us for the third and final of the season. That's actually one of the last home games of the season for the Gladiators, is Scout Night with the Gladiators, March 29th versus the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and it's retro gaming night. Also in the news today, camp card sale is going on right now. If you need more camp cards, by the way, get in touch with your district executive and we'll get those to you. If you have some extras of ones that you don't plan to sell, let's get those camp cards into the hands of the top sellers. Scott, what's your favorite place to sell? Has your 2 sold any camp cards yet this year?
Yeah, actually, all 3 of them have. I have a little lion too. So
okay.
The cuteness is strong with that one, so it's been working. So they're closing in on about 15 between them all in different places. So
all right, that's a good start. Somebody's going to camp this season. Every scout needs to be at camp, and the way to get there is with camp cards. Let's get out and sell some camp cards, everybody. And let's see who's our winner for the last giveaway. And it looks like, let's see, Buckley says the National Park Service does a great booth. That's not Buckley's booth, but anyway, he's the one that responded. I have a contact if you are interested. Okay, Buckley, I tell you what, you haven't won anything on the show. You're going to win the hockey puck and the patch, and I'll get those to you, or you'll probably be by the Lawrenceville store. So we'll make sure we get those to you. Very good. Thanks for being on the show with us today, Buckley, and joining us for the giveaway. Coming up this summer, man, we've got so many things going on.
We got a lot going on.
Coming up this summer, it's the summer of Cub Fun, and actually, we had hoped to announce, we will very soon, the Cub Scout Outdoor Program Seminar, and it's actually just going to be a live stream event just like this, where we talk about all three of these events: Invention Convention, Cub Scout Summer Splash, and Scoutland Summer Quest. And we're going to talk about all three of these in our own show, just about the big three, Summer of Cub Fun. Buckley says, awesome. I think he's talking about the prize pack there. So you guys gear up and stay tuned. We're going to have a special live stream event just talking about the Summer of Cub Fun. But if you were wondering, the dates are already up, and some of these events are already filling up, and you don't want to wait. If you, Scott, did you guys go to, weren't you guys season pass holders last year at the Summer Quest?
We were indeed, and let me tell you, they had an absolute blast. And this year is even going to be better. There's multiple more events, and they had a blast. So there you go, Summer Quest.
Yep.
Season pass.
Scott says Summer Quest season pass is the way. It is the way. So the normal season pass for the same price this year for 4 of the events, or you could become a Silver Elite member and go to all 6. It's part of the Summer of Cub Fun, the Scoutland Summer Quest series, with 2 new events coming up, but a lot of fun. And I keep seeing a lot of people signing up for day camp right now. We're tracking a little bit ahead on Cub Scout day camp, Phil, aren't we?
We are, yeah. It's been very popular sign up so far.
Yep. Day camp and twilight camp. I've talked to a couple of PACs about promoting the Cub Scout Summer Splash event to their whole pack. Phil, I got to get with you on that, but that's going to be exciting as well. The 3rd season of Summer Splash at beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain. That's another good one to go to. So, all right, we're flying through the end here. We don't need to talk about popcorn yet. This segment is brought to you by Mowogo Lodge and the Order of the Arrow. Rusty says, love the cap. Perfect timing, by the way, Mr. Scoutmaster. I'm wearing the cap, and you probably missed it, but if you see it in the rewatch, we did a promo on Woodbadge, and I'm shouting out. Rusty, by the way, was who is the OA Lodge advisor. Was also the Scoutmaster of SR 830. And Rusty also says go to Woodbadge, which yes, we've been very direct on this show today. Multiple people just say, listen, just do Woodbadge, you guys. Just go.
Yeah.
And that's brought to you by Mowogo Lodge and the Order of the Arrow. If you're out at one of our spring or summer camping events, look for the guys with the lodge flap with the little black bear in the middle of it. That's an OA Lodge member. Those guys give a lot of service to our camps and making sure that they're ready and fit for your adventure. When we have a bad thunderstorm, you know who gets up there to fix things and cut up the trees? It's the OA. So be sure to thank an Arrowman the next time you're at Camp Rainey Mountain, Scoutland, or Rotary, or during any of our camping events that are staffed by OA Lodge members. But let's see. Did I put the? I thought I had the slide that talks about the upcoming. We have an upcoming OA event. I must have deleted it out.
Weekend. Yeah,
next weekend is Spring Fellowship.
All right. So hey, Lodge members, if you're not already signed up, get signed up, and you need to be at Spring Fellowship. Not only because it's a lot of fun, but this is when we do our big service project. So.
Email just went out. The registration's closing in a couple of days, so make sure you get it in now.
All right. So, yep. Our guys, let's get signed up for the next OA event, Spring Fellowship at Camp Rainey Mountain next weekend. Also, Alex, I threw this one in here for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, as you're taking over the Stripers, we'll do a full segment on this later, but just wanted to make sure y'all know tickets are on sale now.
Yeah, now's the time to get in there. Both dates with our council is already registration's already up with the stripers. So make sure you're going in and you're getting that getting those good seats as quickly as possible. The two games that we have are May 30th versus the Jumbo Shrimp, and then the next game isn't until September versus the Durham Bulls. So
That's
make sure you go in and get those tickets soon for May 30th. That's going to be a really great game. That game for us was our section was almost sold out, and I think we actually had to buy out a whole other section.
Yeah,
So
they had to open
it's
another
a
section
great
last
time.
year at the game, and it's fun too. So scouts will get to lead. They get to do a parade on the field
Yep.
beforehand. It's also we always schedule these on Friday nights because of Friday night fireworks. So that's another added bonus to Scout Night with the Stripers is fireworks, and we're gonna have fireworks
Can't go
on May
wrong.
30th. So that should be cool. All right, let's see. Rusty said we are all scouting, every one of us. Yes, we are. And Peter said, "What section this year? What section?" So I think they sort of funnel us into a section.
Remember. Yeah, and I apologize. I don't remember the section. We're not too far off from where we were last year.
If I figure it out though, Peter, I'll be sure to drop it down in the comments on Facebook later, underneath your comment to be sure. But we usually have the exact same section every year. So whatever that was last year, it's probably going to be that one. But last year,
206 or 207 or whatever. Yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. More on Scout Night with the Stripers, all the fun things, and don't miss Chopper and the meet and greet with Chopper at Georgia's Scout Show coming up.
Section also, 115. There we go.
115. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Peter asked what section we're in for the Stripers game, and we're going to be in section 115. So that's good to know. I'll be there. I go to all the Stripers games too.
I'll be there.
It'll be a lot of fun. Alex will be there. We'll be doing flags and stuff. Summer camp. This segment is brought to you by Summer Camp at beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain. What better way to spend a week of your summer than in the three-sided valley at beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain? Phil, we have a lot of stuff. And you know what? This wasn't really one of the segments of the show today, but we are going to talk about this. Summer camp at beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain. I tell you, the troop that I was in, that we only ever went to one summer camp, and it was at Camp Rainey Mountain. I have so many memories of Camp Rainey Mountain. And you grew up in Scouts here too, Scott. That you guys went to. What's your favorite memory of Camp Rainey Mountain and summer camp?
Oh, we went to Rainey Mountain almost every single year. Troop 514, shout out, hello.
Yeah, there we go.
One of those
got some 514 folks on the show, yeah.
Few. So, but I think it was probably seeing these twin brothers. One of which was Daniel on staff as camp directors when I was a scout. That was probably
all right.
my
there
favorite.
You go. Getting the shot. You know what? Featured this year in the 2025 summer is our new Trade Skills Center, and Phil was feet on the ground this weekend. So Phil, big shout out to you. Thanks for getting some pictures of the. I think this will have nice gravel and grass around it. It won't look like this right here, but this is the outside. Or part of the outside. You can't see how long the building is. It's double the size of if you took welding previously, it's double the size of that space. And this is just some inside shots of tell us what's going on here, Phil.
Yeah, we're putting up the dividing walls. We're going to have a couple classes going on at the same time during the summer. Classes like auto maintenance, farm mechanics, plumbing, and welding. This is going to be a really unique building and a unique experience for scouts to be able to participate in these kind of trade skills badges all summer. It's going to be a ton of fun. I know we're going to have a lot of work going on this weekend at Spring Fellowship to get it ready, get it rolling for summer camp in just 3 short months.
Yeah, it looks awesome. So thank you for these new. So the walls just went up this week. They're going to be rolling in some equipment soon too, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that. That's kind of one of the features of the 2025 summer is that we'll have the new trade skills area. So coming up this season at summer camp at beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain, join us for that. Also, we kind of already did a promo on Pathfinders, but if you need to get signed up, some merit badges are already filling up. and you don't want to wait. So that's your one. I'm not even going to spend 30 seconds on that. Also, we already talked about the Scoutland Summer Quest featuring now 6 programs, more season pass options, and new adventures this year for the Scoutland Summer Quest, albeit all 6 of them. So I hope I'll see y'all there. Probably one of the most fun and exciting things that we'll do this summer. And you know what? It's
A lot
easy.
of cool stuff.
It's only a half day. If you just do one of the adventures. Some of there's so a couple of them, they'll be like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. But for most of them, if you're signing up, like for instance, Rocket Academy, half day, very easy. No camping equipment, nothing. Just bring your Scout and come out and build some rockets and shoot them off into the stratosphere. That's our show today. Oh my God!
Look at that, under an hour, Daniel. We did it.
That was good.
Congratulations, everybody! Great show, Scott. Thank you for joining us. Let's go around the room here. What else have we got? Shout outs, last words from everybody on the show. Really good show today, though. We had a lot of people watching.
Good.
Really good show.
And I did no last minute giveaways. I actually had some giveaways to. That's actually a pretty cool giveaway, Alex. I don't know where you got that.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I have no idea either, other than Lawrenceville Scout Shop. So go check it out.
Yeah, I know they have them there. They were trying to get me to buy them. Every time I go in there, they're trying to get me to buy those things anyway. What a great show. We're so glad you could join us, Scott. Always on viewing the show. But any other shout outs or tips or tricks that you want to share with us, Scott, for being on the show today?
No, just become a trained leader. Every scout deserves a trained leader, and whatever that means for you, take the next training.
We went heavy on training this episode, mainly for the sake of Woodbadge and others, but training is so important, and this is a great time to get trained up. This is just a great time to be, because it helps you be prepared for summer camp and other things coming up this summer. So. Man, we really appreciate you being on the show today. Phil, Alex, any last words for the show?
Another great episode. Look forward to seeing everybody in April.
Yep.
Yeah. And keep an eye out for our mini episodes, because we're going to be highlighting some really cool stuff that's coming up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, listen, just to highlight the subject of the mini episodes, Alex and Daniel and Phil, we're actually going to be, it's not going to be all Daniel all the time anymore. We're going to rotate it around. So you'll get to see these goofy guys on the show some too, as we build out the new YouTube studio I guess I can tell you where it is, but our new studio, and featuring all 3 of us at one point or another, is the weekly show, the 12 Points mini episodes. So join us. Those are always on YouTube and the rebroadcast on Facebook. But this live show is always the Sunday following your regular roundtable. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at camp. Everybody, you guys, great show today. My friends joining us online, remember, you can skip through when I put the timestamps up. But really, you know what? You should just watch the whole show. If you enjoy this type of content, would you hit that like button? And don't forget to subscribe. And while you're at it, why don't you check out some of these other videos? Last minute words, anybody? Buckley says, great job, guys. Thank you, Buckley. Thanks for being on the show. Yeah. Buckley, you won something today. How about that? You got a hockey puck.
Boxes are here.
There you go.
This is why I said I didn't think why I didn't think it would be that cool, because I mean, like, yours actually has a speaker and a light.
Right, and a light. It's worth it.
That's like way cool. This is just a hockey puck. Well, I thought it was cool. I mean, it's gonna collect dust on my bookshelf here, the extra one that I got. But, and then of course, I need another patch. So
always
I gotta stack of these.
There's got to be more patches.
There's got to be more patches. Yeah. Oh man. Thank you guys. Great show today. All right, I'm gonna click off the live stream. I keep y'all in here, but everybody else. Oh, there's one more. Peter said, have fun, guys, and thank you for all you do. Oh, he says, I seem to do well with coffee cup. Oh, because he wins coffee cup.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Y'all check out some of these other videos.